What's up everyone, hope you guys are having a great day today, but it's probably going to be ruined after you see this video. So a few days ago, I was on YouTube searching for shit when I came across this ad of Lil Nas X photoshopped onto the Pied Piper leading kids away with the caption, "Pop Culture Predators." Now, I've gotten some fucking retarded YouTube ads in the past, like one around election time for the Trump campaign with a thumbnail saying, "Despacito gone wrong," one that was in Spanish and had the Joker makeup on some random bitch, and then an Among Us dating sim. Yeah, that I got that on my YouTube recommended list. But this is probably the most retarded video I've seen on YouTube giving me ads for. Now, for one, how fucking pathetic do you have to be where you have to pay YouTube to advertise for your own personal content that you make on their platform? Like, fucking Christ, dude. It's not that hard to show up in the algorithm. I've done it a few times even, and I'm fucking retarded. So to catch you up on the situation, about a week or two ago, Lil Nas X released the music video for his song Montero. Now, I'm not too big of a fan of Lil Nas X. I remember Old Town Road being played literally everywhere back in 2019. I remember Holiday being played literally everywhere back in 2020. And then I remember he did a concert in Roblox one time, and that's about it. He doesn't really make music I like, but that's just me personally. Now, over the past few weeks, he's been in some quote-unquote controversy because of his music video for Montero, where he basically goes down a stripper pole and gives the devil a lap dance. I'm not kidding about that. When I heard about this, I thought it was just really fucking funny about how many people were getting triggered at what very clearly is a joke. I mean, if you take your time to look at the entire fucking video, you'll see it's a fucking joke. Lil Nas X isn't trying to fucking resurrect the devil. He's not trying to end the Catholic religion. It's a fucking joke. This is the same guy who got so bored in quarantine, he went out and bought some titties to wear. But for some reason, retards online can't understand what the hell a joke is, so they make a 9-minute long YouTube video ranting about it and how it's exposing pornography to little kids. Like the special man we're gonna be watching here today. So enough talking, let's just watch this fucking masterpiece of a YouTube video.
The discussion around the new song and video from Lil Nas X, which features the rapper sliding down to hell on a stripper pole and giving a lap dance to Satan, has mostly focused on the allegedly shocking nature of the content.
I genuinely don't know how anyone seeing some black gay rapper sliding down a stripper pole and then proceeding to give the devil a lap dance as anything other than a joke. But you know, the longer I do this commentary shit, the more I get surprised.
But there's nothing new about a musical artist, I use that term loosely, resorting to satanic imagery in order to generate publicity and controversy. Guys like Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, you know, they were doing it in the 90s. Metal bands were doing it before them. Ozzy Osbourne was decapitating bats with his teeth on stage 2 decades before Lil Nas X was even born. The fact that all of this stuff has been done before doesn't make it any less abhorrent, but it does make it banal.
What the fuck does that mean? Goddamn political extremists using words that nobody fucking understands. It's like these guys speak a different fucking language. I think it's called like retard or something. I don't know. For those of you wondering, and I had to look this up, it means unoriginal. He could have just said that instead of forcing 80% of his viewers to look up what the fuck he just said. But political extremists will do whatever it takes to make them sound smarter than what they actually are saying.
And uninteresting. We have reason to object to this sort of material, but no reason to be shocked by it, is the point. We also miss the point if we're focused only on the content itself as if it exists in a vacuum. If Lil Nas X is blazing any new trails, it's only because he's the first person, I think, to go this route less than a year after performing with Elmo on Sesame Street.
I sped the clip up because Jesus fucking Christ, this guy does not know how to edit videos. You could have literally just put in a screenshot of him and Elmo on Sesame Street instead of putting in this 40-second long clip of him and Elmo dancing, which gets really fucking frustrating to watch. But anyway, let's just discuss how fucking flawed this argument is. So he thinks that because this dude went on Sesame Street, that he now has to censor his freedom of speech and freedom of expression because a few little kids know who he is. No, that's not how it fucking works. There are so many analogies that can prove this statement wrong. Like, for example, Spider-Man in the MCU. Lots of little kids know who Spider-Man is, yet they have him in Avengers Infinity War, where people are getting tortured, they're doing mass executions, They make a case for why it would be a good thing if half of humanity just died. Fuck, half of the main cast fucking dies at the end of the movie, with Spider-Man having probably one of the most traumatizing scenes of the entire movie. So yeah, not exactly for kids. So is that movie just created by predators to expose children to intense violence and convince children that things would be much better off if half of humanity just died? Fuck no. Let me use another example. So I'm a content creator, right? Obviously. So sometimes I like to review Nintendo games. I think a lot of their games are really fun and I just like talking about them. So by his logic, I'm not allowed to do anything other than review and talk about Nintendo games and other family-friendly things because doing anything else would be exposing kids to mature material. He's basically saying that we have to limit art to protect children. Look, if your kid watched the Montero music video and is for some reason traumatized by it, then you have nobody to blame but yourself and your own shitty parenting. It's not the artist's job to babysit your kid for you. You have to monitor what your kid watches before you let them fucking watch it.
Now, there he is on Sesame Street with his first hit, Old Town Road, a song so bad that it makes you long for the traditional country stylings of, Luke Bryan. Lil Nas X gained a large audience of very young children.
And so did Marvel with Spider-Man, but they still went out and made Infinity War, so your point really doesn't make any sense.
And this was no accident. The rapper and his handlers made a decision to cultivate this fan base with appearances on children's television shows like you just saw, performances at elementary schools. They even released a children's book. Now, in an appearance on The View less than 3 months ago, he explicitly attributed his success to children.
Let's listen to that. Well, with the success of Old Town Road, majority of that success I would attribute to kids. And they love this song so much. And this idea to do a children's book was brought to me, and I was like, this makes perfect sense.
Okay, there's a children's book for Old Town Road. Do you know how many kitty backpacks and lunchboxes I've seen for fucking Spider-Man? Hell, I can even make another analogy. So Smash Bros is a game with a bunch of different game characters crossing over to fight each other, right? Like, they've got Mario, Link, Sonic, Kirby, Pikachu, Banjo, and Kazooie. All characters that tons of kids know about. And I would say a lot of kids play Smash. But then, Smash Bros also has characters like Solid Snake, a character from an M-rated franchise, Joker from Persona 5, a character from a game where in its first 3 hours someone attempts suicide, Bayonetta, where, fucking look at her. So are these characters just not allowed to be in Smash because we need to quote-unquote protect our children? It's the parents that need to do their fucking jobs and monitor what their kids are watching.
Now, around the same time, a headline on NPR's website, also from a few months ago, reports, quote, Lil Nas X says children are his core audience right now.
And the core audience for Smash Bros is children, yet they still have characters from mature games in it.
And that's okay. Well, turns out it's really not okay. While responding to the backlash on Twitter this week, the artist said that he, quote, had 9 months to plan this rollout and bragged that, quote, y'all are not gonna win, talking about his critics like me. Now, while he deserves praise for composing a mostly coherent tweet there with correct punctuation, a bar that he doesn't often seem to reach,
dang, he just absolutely roasted this man. Badass conservative destroys woke millennial snowflake, am I right?
What this boast really confirms is that he and his record label were very intentionally building his kindergarten fan base while also planning at the same time this move into demonic and pornographic territory.
No, because in the last 9 months, what was also one of his biggest songs? Holiday, a song where he says the N-word several times, talks about his hoes, says fuck, shit, damn. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call that family friendly. So even in the last 9 months, he wasn't trying to advertise to kids, and his music very clearly shows that.
Marilyn Manson, wasn't doing sing-alongs with Elmo or appearing on The View to talk about his children's book 3 months before Antichrist Superstar came out. The record industry, along with Hollywood, has always had designs on your children. We know that. What makes this notable right now is how incredibly blatant it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's just 100% right. I mean, an artist that's an adult telling jokes aimed towards adults, fucking terrible, disgusting. We can't have this anymore. As someone who's extremely against cancel culture, and I told this to the retards who tried to cancel Dr. Seuss back in February too, if his music video triggers you, just don't watch it. That's simple.
And how young their targets are. Granted, you know, it's not the fault of Lil Nas X or his record label, Columbia Records, by the way, if you allowed your 5-year-old to listen to his music on repeat.
Yeah, he says this, but he contradicts himself in literally the next sentence.
That doesn't get them off the hook. The fact that you shouldn't have allowed them to prey on your kids doesn't provide them a moral justification for doing so.
You really love to see it. First, he goes, Lil Nas X needs to be held accountable for parents not doing their jobs. Then he goes, well, parents really do need to be held accountable for not doing their jobs. And then in exactly the next sentence, he goes back to saying Lil Nas X needs to censor himself because kids know who he is. He's almost like Harmon Smith at this point, contradicting himself every 2 seconds.
Still, it's worth noting the lyrics to the song that elementary schools invited Lil Nas X to come perform. Here's part of the second verse. It says, riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her. My life is a movie, bull riding and boobies.
Did he really just have to read out the lyrics to a song that literally everybody has heard already? That's an L on its own. But to his point, it's not like there's clean versions of the song that is censored for the fucking radio, you absolute brainlet.
Now, not only is this the most aggressively stupid assemblage of words that the English language has ever been forced to endure,
damn, conservative Carl back at it again with these amazing roasts, just absolutely baking these woke millennials. Like, Lil Nas X better just pack up his bags and go, because this man here is the true artist.
is also not exactly family friendly. I mean, why were you letting your kids sing this?
Again, not like there's censored versions of the fucking song.
He is, after all, singing about driving his tractor while hopped up on cough syrup and alcohol after cheating on his significant other. If you let your 3rd grader go around singing the line, my life is a movie, bull riding and boobies, a significant amount of the blame has to fall at your own feet. But this, again, does not excuse the music industry predators for trying to remake your children in their own image as brain-dead degenerates.
But it does provide a valuable learning opportunity. The lesson is that the entertainment industry, with a rare exception, is not on your side.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
No fucking shit. It's not like the purpose of the entertainment industry is to fucking make as much money as humanly possible. Does that mean there are no good people in the entertainment industry? Fuck no. But the entertainment industry is meant to make money, not to watch your fucking kids for you.
It has its own notions about what sort of person your child should be, what values he should hold, what ideas he should have, how he should speak, what he should wear, everything. Who he should hang out with, how he should conduct himself. It not only has these plans for your kid, but it also possesses perhaps the most powerful mechanism for enacting them. Art, even bad art, moves people in ways that no other medium can.
Which is why, by the way, it's also very stupid when you hear even conservatives who will look at something like this and they'll say, well, it's just a song, what's the big deal? Don't make a big deal out of it. It's just a song.
Exactly. It's a fucking music video that your child is very clearly not supposed to watch. It's a fucking song made by a guy who's advertised to children in the past. That's it. Nothing more. Not some giant conspiracy to resurrect the devil. Not some Among Us sussy penis Fortnite compilations. Just a fucking song. That's it.
Oh yeah, well, that's right. It's only art. It's only the #1 thing that moves and motivates people. That's all it is. It's something that perhaps like nothing else can mold your heart and your mind. That's it. No big deal.
Now this might just be me here, but I highly doubt that if some kid watched Lil Nas X's Montero music video, that they'd slide down a stripper pole to hell and give the devil a lap dance. But that might just be me. I don't know. Probably just me.
Morons. Now, it's likely that millions of children who are subscribe to the Lil Nas X YouTube channel.
I also doubt that tons of third graders are gonna have the YouTube app when there's a YouTube Kids app, but I don't know. Again, might just be me, but yeah.
And allowed by foolish parents to use YouTube without supervision, it's likely that millions of them were exposed to his Satan lap dance video over the weekend.
If they were, which, let's be honest, parents today really do not know how to parent their kids anymore, so there probably were a few kids who saw the music video. That would be nobody else's fault other than the parents not watching over their kids.
Which was put out without warning. Of course, no attempt made by the rapper himself or the record label to warn anybody or say, hey, you know, we're making a move now into adult territory.
I'm pretty sure Lil Nas X is always in adult territory. He just kind of had a kid following too.
Don't let your kid watch this. If they're subscribed to our YouTube channel, probably unsubscribe. None of that, of course. YouTube itself puts parental filters on all kinds of videos, especially videos that contain conservative political opinions.
Yeah, and I don't see his music video on the YouTube Kids app. So if the parents did their jobs and kept their kids on the YouTube Kids app, their kids would be fine.
But they didn't put one on the video with the guy singing about performing fellatio on another man while gyrating on the devil's lap.
Yeah, they did. If you turn on restricted mode for YouTube, like you should if you have young children, it's not there. You can't find the music video.
Now, this doesn't mean, when you think about all these kids exposed to this over the weekend, this doesn't mean that all of them are going to run off and join the satanic temple. Maybe some of them will. But it does mean that...
Does this guy seriously not think it's a fucking joke? He goes down a fucking stripper pole to hell and gives the devil a lap dance. What the fuck do you think it would be other than a joke?
They will be exposed, and were exposed, to depraved ideas and images that they don't understand and can't mentally filter or process. All they're going to know is that the message is coming from their favorite singer, the man who wrote that fun book and sang that silly song on Sesame Street, and so it can't be that bad. This is how the grooming process works. And it's why you have to protect your children from it, because nobody else will.
Oh my god. No. I fucking can't with this guy. I'm done. That's it. I've had enough. This guy has pushed me over the fucking edge. Well, that was fun. Anyways, I better go delete the YouTube app from my little cousin's phone, because if he finds that Montero music video, I think he might slide down a stripper pole to hell and give the devil a lap dance. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and didn't lose too many brain cells from this dude talking. And if I got too political, I'm sorry. If you want me to be totally honest, I really don't have a political stance. I just like laughing at the political extremists. But again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.